So from the perspective of those who have granted me the scholarship and are now currently invested in my four-year undergraduate experience, I would imagine that their definition for me as a good investment would be for me to achieve a high GPA, for me to continue doing work that's beneficial not only just me but others on campus, and to establish myself as someone who early in life has recognized that they can be a leader for humanitarian issues and a leader for social issues for the future. The issue is that I feel that although we have a similar idea about what a good investment or what would be successful for me is, the grand idea, I find that the specifics of how it will be achieved and what exactly I want to do to be successful in that way, I feel that that's not so much communicated between the two of us. And that I see as a problem, because that way there won't be as efficient of a relationship between us, and we won't be able to help each other realize what we want to do as well. So in Give Smart Chapter 5, they talk about the relationship between a grantee and leaders of a social organization. And Tierney, the author, describes that relationship as something that must be a partnership. It has to be transparent. So just as much as I, as the student grantee, need to know about what's expected of me, I think that the people who have offered me this opportunity should know just as much about what I want to do. One of the quotables from Give Smart is that our goals must be strategically aligned. And so I think that's what needs to be worked on. I think just from reading that the section in the book that talks about the 4 R's, relationship, research, respect, and opinions, requests, although that they are meant as a strategy to find grantees, I find that they can be just as applicable even when you've had your grantee and are ready to work with him or her. Because in the same way that you can ask others about their opinions about who you should bring in, or research about what type of grantee you want to work with, you can ask those same questions to the person you're working with. What, for example, the first R, relationship. Building a common ground that you can build from with a person, with the grantee. Research. Finding out more about what he or she wants to accomplish. Respected opinions. Learning what means most to them, and then requesting, seeing if you can invest yourself in them even more, or making yourself available to requests from them, so that at the end of the day you guys can help yourself ultimately. So although it seems like I put a lot of burden on the people who are trying to help me, I haven't forgotten that, according to Chapter 2 and Give Smart, a lot of it is about me defining what I think is success. And that has to deal with me getting real about what I want to accomplish, me being clear about what success is to me, and me getting personal about what I have in me to accomplish what I want. And so I think that very, very personal assessment on my part will be helpful, and doing that will allow me to communicate that to the person I want to work with. And I think that makes for a more effective relationship. And I think that once that happens, and we're on an even greater level of understanding between each other, we'll know exactly what areas I need help in, what areas I can help the person who's investing me in, and ultimately how we can achieve success. So there are some steps that must be taken before that, but I find that more information is always a much better circumstance. I'm looking forward to implementing that and using these values from Give Smart to achieve that goal.